So we got Sharps 2 running right now. Come back. Hopefully that stays and doesn't go nowheres. But we got the salties. Oh, yeah, okay, save. You can save. That's fine. So we just got this regular text. And obviously this is the first version. This is just the early clicks on that form and what you have to condense to get to your documents or your samples, right? All right, hello world. You can get that up there, do some clicking and some deleting, and you're good to go. Come back. Come on. Come on, Salty. Okay, so we got Dalport News. Obviously, I want to do, this might turn into Salty 3. And I might do some differential because I like this technique, Dalport Daily. I think this is a fun little way to kind of get something going, playing with some scales and some buttons. We're doing some right meow. Emphasizing some things, going back through the original memo. Obviously, I missed a few steps. And so I would want to go right back to the beginning. It's how you keep this stable. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the beginning here. Okay, so now that I've bought into this, I think it's like a $9 a month subscription. I want to beat this pinata for all I can get out of her. Alright, so this is generally your first set. Alright, well, we're going to do something even crazier than that with one of these Sharps files. My Sharps #1, I think. We're just going to do this and start building some basic code. We got our droid, right? We want our droid somewhere in the upright and relative position. And we can even condense this down a little bit. So that way we can, just scale it up and down whenever we're playing around. Okay. Go back. Good droid. Okay, so like I said, well, this is going to be running. We want to be able to throw that up in here. Be able to run that pattern while we're building the Dalport News. Right, this is your first little website that you would be able to play if this thing, when you get playing around with it. But this is super critical to have these frames at least behaving this way later on. We're going to be doing some stuff against what that'll look like. Again, the throw stringer popping out of the box on you between buttons in here, getting a little weird before, I started to change over and I got, all right, so now we're hitting something like this, which is cool. It's a nice little double down to do what you're doing. In Berkeley, though, Salty 2, we'll go Sharps 1. Alright, so this is just our original source code. That's from the HTT JavaScript, or HLM, or HTML, okay? So it's just a regular set. And, I found that out from deleting this enough times. On one, you just get in there and you can go you go AR. Line break does a thing, and it separates some differences. And it's a very specific kind of pattern while you're describing 0, 1, putting it up in the corner, seeing how it physically behaves and moves. And so you're going to get rid of a lot of this stuff because a lot of those motions against how it moves and some parallels of those systems are going to run pretty specific to a general tight little index that we'll go back here for. Well, what you're doing in this version of setting it up is going to be a little bit of that. So, like I said, we're just trying to get it to, we'll go back to Salty. Sharps 2. Okay. I'm going to play that out. Oh, the wrong one. What are you doing, little buddy? You gonna make it? You okay? Okay, in the wrong house. Alright. Okay. So we're I just want to play with a real basic algorithm and play with some things and do the same thing I did with Dalport News, right? The Dalport Daily there. I just wanted to do some of those basic things because realistically it's just a heading. It's just I'm forming some bodies. I want to do a little bit of anatomy here for Sharps. I want to build that out. I was playing with it earlier, actually just doing the write out. You can cut all this off and just write it in there. But this will make it a heading that'll change scale, right? And scale are two different things on this line, the way it has to be programmed for a certain button, right? So in the way this behaves, I just wanted to pick an arbitrary number for what it does, but I'll clean this up later for what the general sets are, and you can get pretty specific about anatomy, honestly, on what's the hands, legs, bodies, arm parts, A's, eyes, ears, and and really get to play around with something simple that does something general that you can get this kind of form skill set on. But inversely, we can also get the something number 2 here, yeah, the daily the Delport daily over here. So catch you on the next one.